Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I am here to do a little bit more of a fun video for you. Sorry I look kind of haggard, but I really wanted to make sure I filmed the first part of this clip before I forgot. So what I've done is over the weekend I asked friends and family to recommend manga series that they love to me. And so I've now gone to thriftbooks.com because they tend to sell manga a little bit cheaper than Barnes & Noble. And I've got a list of their recommendations on here. So I'm going to go ahead and go through their recommendations before I hit, pay for my order and get them ordered. So the first one I have is Millennium Snow Volume 1. And this was recommended to me by my friend Carrie. And then I have Fairy Cube Volume 1, recommended by my friend Amanda. I have Pokemon Adventures Volume 1, recommended by my husband Steve. I have Rurouni Kenshin. I'm getting the 3-in-1 omnibus of this one, recommended by my friend Dana, because, Dana and my husband recommended this one, so I decided to go for it. I've watched the first couple episodes of the anime, and I like the story well enough that I think I'm just going to continue on through the manga. The anime is one of the older ones, so it's a little bit harder for me to watch for that reason. I would love a reboot of that story for sure. And then I also have Princess Jellyfish Volume 1, and that is from my friend Megan. And then Cardcaptor Sakura Volume 1, which was, again, my friend Dana. So there are the 6 books that I'm going to read, the 6 manga volumes, that I'm going to read and try because friends and family have said I should read them. Not all of these are super popular. Most of them aren't, actually. Cardcaptor Sakura is getting a little more momentum because they've done a re-release and a new anime recently. Princess Jellyfish I've heard about, but the only person that I've only known like 2 or 3 people who have actually read it. So we're going to go ahead and try that one. And then I talked about Kenshin. Me and my husband really like Pokemon, and he says the adventures are less little kid feeling, so he said to try those. Fairy Cube I've heard nothing about, and Millennium Snow, the only person I know who's read it is Carrie. So I'm going to go ahead and check out with these, and I will let you guys know when they all show up. And then I will read the mangas, tell you my thoughts, and tell you which ones I would continue on with and which ones I wouldn't. I've seen people do similar videos to this all over YouTube for various things, and I just thought it would be fun to put my own little manga spin on it. I've not seen anybody do this, and manga is a format that I really enjoy reading, and I would like to get into a little bit more, so that's why I'm gathering recommendations and trying new series. So, anyways, guys, I will be back when I've got all the manga. Hey guys, I'm back. So, I've got my first couple volumes of manga that have shown up from Thrift Books. I wanted to open them with you, and then I'll probably start reading these while I'm still waiting for all the other volumes to show up. I should have 2 more packages showing up. These both came from Phoenix area. One's coming from like Baltimore or Maryland. And then the other one, I don't remember where that one's coming from right now. So I have already opened these, so I know what's in them, but I want to kind of open them for you. My address is on the other side of these, that's why I'm not flipping it around. So let's just show you what came. So this first one is Pokemon Adventures Volume 1. This was my husband's pick, and it seems to be in pretty good condition. Again, it's either a little bit waterlogged or just, because it's older, it's just got a little bit of yellowing on the edges and stuff, but considering this is a used book, I'm really pleased with the condition that it came in. I don't remember what it listed it as on the website. I can go back and look at my order, but I'm pretty sure it was either in good or very good condition, and I would say it's in very good condition. I'm pleased with the condition it showed up in for a used manga novel. So there's that one. And the other one is Cardcaptor Sakura, which was my friend Dana's pick. And again, I think this one just said it was in good condition, but it seems to be in really good condition. Again, it's either just a little bit warped from heat or just a little bit waterlogged. But outside of that, it looks to be in perfect condition. I mean, the pages look fantastic. Perfect white, still looking pages. So yeah, those will be the first two on this adventure that I'm trying out. As I finish each volume, I'll tell you my thoughts and whether I want to continue on with the series or not. So, see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, so the first volume that I decided to try out was Cardcaptor Sakura by Clamp, is what it says. In this first volume, basically, this volume of manga is like Yu-Gi-Oh! For girls, is the easiest way to kind of describe it. There are magical cards that are missing from this book, and it's Sakura's job to go and gather all of these cards. There is a bigger overarching story than that, but that is the simplified version of what's going on in this volume of manga. So the general premise of the story, you know, isn't groundbreaking or anything, but I do like where they're taking the story. But I did only give this volume 3 out of 5 stars. Sakura is only 10 at this point, and so part of me feels like if she was a teenager and there was a little more involved in the story, I might enjoy it more. Now, there is a reboot of Cardcaptor Sakura. I don't know if she's the same age. I haven't done any research on it, but it's called Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card. So I might look into that series to try out, but I don't know that I'll be purchasing any more volumes of this one. I think I'm going to try to find it digitally somewhere and, you know, read a couple more volumes worth and see how I feel at that point. But where I only gave this one a 3 out of 5 stars, I don't think I'm ready to purchase more of these to add to my collection. But I do kind of want to see where the story goes. So I'll either borrow them or, you know, find them digitally to read. And that's kind of my thoughts on Cardcaptor Sakura. Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm going to do a quick check-in with you on this project that I'm working on. So I got 2 more volumes of manga in the mail. I've got 2 more coming. I'm assuming they're going to be here by Tuesday at the latest. And pardon the hobo look, I'm having a lazy Sunday morning. I'm sure you'll see me again later today. Really done up for the day. So I received Princess Jellyfish volume 1. This is their 2-in-1 volumes. And then I also got Rurouni Kenshin, the 3-in-1 volume 1. So this one was recommended to me by my friend Megan, and this one was recommended to me by 2 people. This was recommended to me by my husband and also by my friend Dana, who also recommended Cardcaptor Sakura to me. This is kind of like my bonus. There was 5 plus this one. So 5 different people. And then this one, 2 of them recommended. So the story's got to be pretty good if I've got 2 people telling me to read it. And I have read Pokemon Adventures and Princess Jellyfish since I last checked in. So let's start by talking about Pokemon Adventures. So I went into this thinking it was going to be a little bit darker version of Pokemon. That's kind of how it was pitched to me by my husband. And I have to say, I was a bit disappointed. I didn't find it much darker than when you're playing the game for me. So, I know Pokemon legitimately get hurt and things, but that happens in the game and the show too. So, when it comes to Pokemon Adventures, at this point, I do not think I'm going to be continuing. If it gets any better past this first volume, let me know in the comments down below, because I might be able to be talked into continuing on this one. But as of right now, this first volume did not make me want to continue. So if it's any good, let me know, and I will consider continuing if more than my husband says it gets better. And then let's talk about Princess Jellyfish. Okay, how have I not read this series yet? This series is amazing. There is so much to it. So essentially, we follow our main character, and she is what they call otaku. So basically, like, plain Jane, super shy, doesn't do well in social situations. So we follow her and her 4 roommates. They all live in the same house. She is young. She's like 18-ish. And then the others are, I think in America, we refer to them more as that millennial generation where they still, you know, kind of live off mom and dad, don't feel like they can really go out into the world and work, that kind of stuff. So it's a house full of those kind of girls, plus our main character who's young and just found kind of her people. And through a series of circumstances, she meets a beautiful stranger. And the beautiful stranger is probably one of my favorite characters so far. Anyway, so the beautiful stranger ends up having a huge impact on the main character's life at this point. And I don't want to spoil anything about this, but there is some amazing representation in this novel and like in this manga series, and I'm absolutely loving it. So our beautiful stranger obviously has a secret because she's a beautiful stranger, and that's all I can really tell you without spoiling things, without maybe giving you false expectations of this series. I went in blind, and I'm so glad I did, because it let me enjoy the amazingness that is Princess Jellyfish. I gave this 5 stars. This is like my new current running manga obsession at the moment. Because, you know, I don't have Ancient Magus Bride till this fall. Like, a lot of the series I'm kind of obsessed with, I'm on a pause with. So this is going to be filling my heart in the meantime. Megan, thank you so much for recommending this series. I don't know how I've been sleeping on this. Like, Princess Jellyfish is amazing. If you have not read Princess Jellyfish, go try it. It's super fun. I really like Princess Jellyfish. So that is my update for now. It is Sunday, so I do plan on reading the Rurouni Kenshin volume today and doing some filming, and obviously I'll get more ready than I am right now to do all of that. So anyways, I've still got the other 2 volumes that are on their way, which is Fairy Cube Volume 1 and Millennium Snow Volume 1. So I've got those 2 that are still on their way. They should be here Monday or Tuesday, so they'll be here in the next couple days, so I'll be able to wrap up this project soon. This is one that it's been going on about a week at this point, and I'm really honestly loving it. It's been such a fun project so far. I am grateful to the recommendations from my friends. As you can see, I've loved Princess Jellyfish, and I didn't hate the others. Like, I've not hated anything. The others are just like, I don't think I'll continue. I didn't hate them. I just don't think I want to invest the money to put them in my collection. Princess Jellyfish, oh, believe me, I'm going to go buy some more volumes of that one because that one's so good. So yeah, next up is Rurouni Kenshin, and I am reading other things on the side. Like, my wrap-up in the end of April is going to be insane, guys, so you'll just want to, like, get something to drink with that one because this is going to be an adventure. But I'm rambling at this point, so I'm going to go read. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hello, friends! I am back for my final check-in on this really fun friends recommend me manga situation. I've had so much fun doing this. I finally got the last 2 volumes today in the mail. I proceeded to read them while I was at work. And now we've got our final wrap-up here, and I am so excited. So first up, let's talk about Rurouni Kenshin volumes 1 through 3. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. Rurouni Kenshin is an older manga and anime, and I have to say I'm really enjoying the story so far. I tried the anime quite a while back, and I just kind of got to a point where I wasn't so sure about the story, so I stopped watching. But that wasn't further than what this volume went. So I went further in the story through this, and I ended up really, really enjoying where the story went. So I've decided to continue watching the anime. I do think I'm going to continue to collect these volumes. Some of the more violent parts of it are easier for me to digest in a manga format. So I'm not a huge violence person, so this is a really good fit for me that way. So the last 2 that showed up in the mail, let's talk about them one at a time. So the first one we're going to talk about is Millennium Snow. So in Millennium Snow, this is like a paranormal teen contemporary. Fans of the old Twilight story will probably like this. And I liked the Twilight story well enough, and I like paranormal romance style things. So essentially, our main female character is a girl who's been sick her entire life. She crosses paths with a vampire, and by sharing her blood with the vampire, it doesn't make her a vampire, but it does make it so her disease goes away. And as long as she stays healthy and continues to have a relationship with the vampire, then she should stay healthy. Anyways, the dynamic between our main duo here is really fun. There is a third party that enters the scene later on who is also a paranormal character, and I really just enjoyed this. 4 stars. I mean, it's nothing earth-shattering, but it's still fun. I do plan on continuing on with this series. This was a series recommended to me by my friend Carrie, who's a doll. I absolutely adore her, and this is just going to be a really fun ride. And last but not least is Fairy Cube Volume 1. This was recommended to me by my friend Amanda. This was a really interesting take on Fae and Fairy, and I am really enjoying it. So essentially, we have twin souls in one body. One is a fairy soul and one is a human soul, kind of arguing over the same body. It gets to a point where the fairy soul takes over the human soul, so now the human has to fight to get back to the world and the girl that he loves. And it's really fun and really interesting. It's obviously much more complex than that. This is probably one of the more complex stories of all of them that I read. This is a very dense manga. It's a lot of text, despite, you know, being more spread out in the pictures. There is a lot of text and a lot to digest, especially in this first volume. Again, I gave this 4 stars. I do plan on continuing on with this series. I'm really interested to see where this one ends up, and I am really just kind of excited about it, honestly. Like, I'm kind of pumped. I can't lie or exaggerate it. I'm pumped to see where this one goes. This one has probably the most potential outside of Princess Jellyfish. This one and Princess Jellyfish, I think, were my favorite reads with, like, immense potential. And then Millennium Snow I really liked. Rurouni Kenshin I really liked. Let's just run them all down real fast. So again, the first manga volume that I read that was recommended to me was Cardcaptor Sakura, and this was recommended by my friend Dana. I gave this 3 stars. This is like Yu-Gi-Oh! For girls. I might check them out from the library or see if I can find them digitally, but I don't think I'm going to purchase more copies for my shelf at the moment. Next up is Pokemon Adventures. Again, if this gets any better, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. I gave it 3 stars for now. It feels like a standard Pokemon story. Yes, Pokemon get hurt just like they do in the game. I guess it's more visual in a sense, but again, 3 stars. Not going to buy any more volumes unless you guys tell me it gets better. Next up is Princess Jellyfish with 4.5 stars or 5 stars. I don't remember. All I know is I love it. I'm definitely buying more. This is fantastic. If you have not tried Princess Jellyfish, try Princess Jellyfish. And then we've got Rurouni Kenshin, which I gave 4 stars. This is a period drama with a samurai. It's really, really fun. It's a samurai who's searching out for peace in his life. So it's really fun to see how he can still use his samurai skills for peace. And it's been a really enjoyable journey so far. And then we've got Millennium Snow, paranormal trash romance, which I am totally here for. 4 stars, going to pick up more. And then lastly, Fairy Cube, again 4 stars, has amazing potential. I do plan on picking up more. So thank you to all my friends and my husband who helped me try out some new manga series that I probably wouldn't have picked up without their recommendations. And I will see you guys in the next video. If you want to see more videos like this, again, let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know if there's any manga series that you would recommend to me, because that might be my next venture down this road. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.